Have you ever wondered what life was like for our ancestors, tens of thousands of years ago? I'm talking about a time long before cities, before farming, even before writing. It's a world so different from ours. It's almost impossible to imagine. But what if I told you there are windows into that world? Ancient messages, left for us by people who lived in the Ice Age, waiting to be discovered in the deep, dark corners of the earth. Today, we're going on a journey back in time, to a place where art, history, and mystery collide. We're heading to the caves of France, specifically to a site that was stumbled upon by 4 curious school kids over a century ago. Imagine their surprise when they found themselves face to face with a gallery of paintings, not just a few years old, but thousands upon thousands of years old. This wasn't just graffiti. This was a message from the past. These paintings, created between 20,000 and 10,000 years ago, are a stunning testament to the creativity of early humans. The artists of the Stone Age didn't have canvases or fancy art supplies. Their canvas was the rugged, uneven wall of a cave, and their studio was lit by the flickering flame of a simple lamp. The subjects of their art were the creatures that dominated their world. Picture this: magnificent wild horses galloping across the rock face, their manes flowing, enormous aurochs, the wild ancestors of today's cattle, with their massive horns and powerful bodies. Herds of bison, woolly, rhinoceroses, and graceful reindeer, all captured in motion. Even the formidable cave bear makes an appearance. It's like a snapshot of the prehistoric wilderness, a who's who of Ice Age megafauna. And the colors. Even after all this time, the colors are remarkably vibrant. These early artists were master chemists. They created a palette of rich reds, warm yellows, and deep blacks. How did they do it? They were resourceful, using what nature provided. They ground up minerals like ochre and iron ore to get those earthy reds and yellows. For black, they used charcoal from their fires or manganese oxide. They mixed these pigments with binders like animal fat or spit, to make a paint that would adhere to the cave walls and last for millennia. Think about the skill involved. These weren't just simple doodles. Many of these paintings show a real understanding of animal anatomy and movement. Some animals are drawn with a sense of perspective, making them look three-dimensional. The artists even used the natural bumps and curves of the cave walls to give their paintings a sense of life and form. A bulge in the rock might become the shoulder of a bison, or a crack might be used to define the animal's back. It's incredibly clever and shows a deep connection with both their subject and their environment. But this brings us to the biggest mystery of all. Why? Why did they go to all this trouble? These paintings weren't made in the easily accessible entrances of the caves. Many are found deep within the cave systems, in chambers that are difficult and dangerous to reach. You'd have to crawl through tight passages and navigate in near total darkness, all to paint a picture that few people might ever see. So what was the purpose? This is where historians and archaeologists turn into detectives, and the theories are fascinating. One popular idea is that these paintings were part of a ritual, a kind of hunting magic. The theory goes that by painting an animal, the hunters believed they could gain power over it, ensuring a successful hunt. Perhaps they would gather in these sacred, hidden spaces before a big hunt, performing ceremonies in front of the images of their prey, maybe even symbolically killing the painted animal with a spear. It makes sense, as a successful hunt was a matter of life and death. Another theory suggests the paintings were part of shamanistic rituals. Shamans, spiritual leaders in many early cultures, were believed to be able to travel to the spirit world. The deep, dark, silent caves could have been seen as portals to that other world. The animal images might not be just pictures of real animals, but representations of powerful spirit guides that the shaman encountered on their spiritual journeys. The act of painting could have been a way to connect with or channel these spirits. Or maybe it was simpler than that. Perhaps these caves were gathering places for the community, where important stories and knowledge were passed down from one generation to the next. The paintings could have been visual aids for storytelling, teaching younger members of the tribe about the different animals, their behaviors, and their importance. It could be a prehistoric classroom, a library of knowledge etched onto the walls. Some researchers even propose that the paintings were simply art for art's sake. Maybe these early humans just like us, had an innate desire to create, to express themselves, and to capture the beauty and power of the world around them. Maybe they just wanted to make their mark, to say, "I was here." The truth is, we may never know for sure. The people who created these masterpieces left no written records to explain their intentions. All we have are the paintings themselves, these silent, beautiful echoes from a lost world. They are clues in one of humanity's greatest unsolved mysteries. What's truly amazing is that this art wasn't an isolated phenomenon. Similar cave paintings have been found all over the world, from Spain and Indonesia to Argentina. It tells us that this impulse to create, to record our world through images, is something deeply human, something that connects us to our distant ancestors across tens of thousands of years. Next time you see a painting or a sculpture, think back to those first artists in the caves of France. They were the pioneers, the innovators who started a conversation that has continued for millennia. They remind us that even in the harshest of conditions, the human spirit finds a way to create, to dream, and to leave a legacy that can withstand the test of time. What do you think? Were these paintings for hunting magic, spiritual journeys, storytelling, or something else entirely? I'd love to hear your theories in the comments below. It's a mystery we can all ponder together. Thanks for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures into our amazing past. See you next time.